Good afternoon everyone and welcome back to Jo Knits. I am Jo from Birmingham and I like to talk about what I'm working on, any yarn that I've purchased and also knitting plans. I mainly knit but I also have crocheted in the past. So if you're new here, welcome to the channel, and if you're returning, welcome back. I am going to start today talking about how I'm getting on with my Yarn and Yarns 12 cast-ons of 2026. I am currently up to 10 but plan to cast the last two items on today. So I'm going to do a video, show you how I'm getting on, and then I'll put some footage at the end to show you what I've done later on this afternoon. So today I have one finished object to show you, which is part of the 12 cast-ons of 2026, and I have finished my sister's blue boucle hat, which is a pattern by My Favourite Things knitwear, and it is called beanie number 5. Put it on to show you. So yeah, exactly the same as my one. Really lovely pattern, really warm. This is folded 3 times. In the blue it looks more velvety than it does with my kind of maroony brown colour, but yeah, she's coming to pick that up later today, so hopefully she will like it. My aunt, as you remember if you watched last fortnight ago, she's requested the hat as well, and her yarns come as well, and it is a lovely, she's picked like a lovely rusty red colour. So I'm going to knit my mum's next and then I'm going to cast on hers. But yeah, really enjoyed this pattern, really easy to knit, and what makes it special I think is the lovely yarn. The boucle yarn really adds something to it, makes it look lovely and fluffy and cozy. So yeah, another winner. Yeah, really enjoyed making this one as well. I think I did it in about a week, so not too bad. So that is my only finished object this week. I'm going to run through my 12 cast-ons because we are going to get to 12 by the end of this video. So cast-on number 1 was the gingerbread socks, which I finished and showed you last video. The second cast-on, which I've worked a little bit on, is the chain heart sweater. Let's have a look. I've got, yeah, heart chain sweater, which looks like this. So I have done quite a bit of work on this last weekend but haven't done anything else really. It does take quite a lot of time. So I'll show you how this is looking. This is going to take me a very long time. I think I'll be doing this for like a year, get it the right way around. So this is how it's looking. It's not perfect. I have made a few little mistakes. This is going to be the back, the top back of, is it this way around? I think it might go, yeah. So that's what it looks like. I have made a few mistakes, but I don't think you're going to notice. And you can start to see where the hearts are in this chain here. But yeah, I do enjoy knitting it, but it just takes a long time. But I'm getting into the rhythm of it a little bit more. Very pretty. I'm really enjoying working with this wool as well. This is West Yorkshire Spinners Croft DK. There is probably about 5 hours work in this tiny piece, so it's going to take me forever. It isn't going to be a quick knit, but I am enjoying it. I just have to kind of be in the mood to sit and concentrate and have the pattern in front of me. So that is the heart, I keep saying the heart chain sweater, but it's, yeah, it's heart chain sweater, okay, and that is by Mayo. That's the name of the designer. So that is coming along nicely. Another cast on that I haven't worked on is my the project of the woodland forest socks that I cast on using the Doodle Knits cards that I got for Christmas in the woodland theme. I haven't done any more on those, so I'm not going to show you, but if you want to see what they look like, I think I showed them in either the last video or the video before. So that was my 3rd cast on. My 4th cast on is the matcha jumper. This is going good as well, but again, not a quick knit because it's on 3.5mm needles. 3.5mm needles. But yeah, this is starting, I've joined in the round now, so you can kind of see how it's going to look. So this is the front here. I've got some lovely shaping on the shoulders, and yeah, I'm really proud of it. I'm really enjoying knitting with it. It's very soft, but it does take a long time because it's sport weight, but it's quite thin sport weight as well. So that's how that's looking. I think it's going to suit me. The colour's lovely. You don't need to concentrate too much on this one. It's just where you have the increases and decreases, and because the rate of those change, you have to kind of keep count of what row you're on. It's not as mindless as it could be. But yeah, really enjoying knitting that, and I think I'm going to really enjoy wearing that. And I can't see this getting done this side of the summer. It's not going to happen. But yeah, really loving the yarn. The yarn is from a yarn story. It's their own yarn, and it's called Opus, and it is beautiful and soft, and the colours are lovely as well. So that is cast on number 4. Cast on number 5 then is probably the one that I've made the most progress on, and this is because it is a quick knit, 4.5mm needles using Pig Int, which is a worsted weight. I'd say it's a worsted weight yarn. Really loving working with that, and this is how we are getting on. I've done quite a lot. So collar is done. I think I'd done the collar last time, and I'd say we're about half the way through the body. So again, yeah, really enjoying knitting this one. It's going really quick. Once you've done the shaping on the shoulders, it's just knitting round and round, knit all the way around. But yeah, really enjoying it. Loving how nice and soft the wool is, but it's still quite rustic. It's nice and thick, it knits quickly. So yeah, really enjoying making that one, and hopefully that one will be finished. Let's see, might be finished by next video if I get a move on, but obviously I'm back at work full time now, so there is a holiday coming up in February, which is only a few weeks away, so I'll have a bit of extra time to do it then. So that's the Olga sweater by Petite Knit, knit in Pig Int. The colours I've used are, let's have a look, Cognac for the orange, the cream colour is Marzipan, and then the collar here is knit in Deep Monk's Robe. So yeah, really enjoying that colour combination as well. Okay, so whip number, we'll say the boucle hat was whip number 6, but we finished that one. Whip number 7, I'm throwing wool all over the place today. My broken rib socks, which I am making with some absolutely gorgeous yarn from Manos del Uruguay. Really nice, really enjoying knitting with this. It's ever so soft, and I have completed the first sock. So I've done I did a 2x2 rib at the top and knitted that for about an inch, maybe half an inch, and then I switched to 3x1 broken rib, and I really like this fabric. I think it looks so nice. And then I did the broken rib all the way down on the front, and then I just did stockinette on the bottom of the foot. Used a cheddar wrap heel and just a normal toe. I don't know what the toes are called. Just where you do left leaning decrease and right leaning decrease on either side. But absolutely adore these. Need to cast on the second one. I have currently got 1, 2, 3 pairs of socks on the go, and I've either done one sock or half a sock of all of them, so I am definitely going to be stuck on second sock land soon. But yeah, really enjoyed knitting this sock. Got another one to do of that. So that is cast on number 7. Cast on number 8 is some socks for my dad. I asked my dad if he'd like some. wool socks, and he said yes please. And my dad let's say he's got an interesting fashion sense. So I thought I've got to do something nice and bright. So I am using this that I had in my stash. It is called, what is it called? It's by Stylecraft, and it's their self-striping sock yarn. Have I got the label in here? No. It was a Pride themed sock that they did. And this one I think was called Be You or something like that. I wound the wool up so that it goes in the opposite direction. So this sock goes green, blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, green, and the other one will go in the backwards up direction, so that they'll be kind of matching but opposite, if that makes sense. So this is how they're looking so far. I'm sure I said a couple of videos ago that I was never going to knit a man's sock because they take so long. But this is how these are looking. I'm not like mad at it, but every now and then you get like a little dot of brown or a darker colour. I do quite like how it looks actually, because it makes it look more rustic. So I do quite like that. But I'm enjoying knitting with this. This is a very rough woolly sock yarn. It's not as soft as the West Yorkshire Spinners sock yarn, but I think that has got Blueface Leicester in. I'm not sure. This just might be a standard wool. But yeah, really enjoying it. It's very Moorish, having to kind of every time you change colour. I'm not sure if I think I'm going to do the heels in the same, but I might do like a bright blue heel or something like that. But really enjoying it in those. So that is cast on number 8. Cast on number 9 is another pair of socks, which is the Gerst socks, which I picked from the 52 Weeks of Socks book, and I'm really enjoying knitting these as well. The pattern looks really pretty on the socks, the texture, but it's really easy to knit. And that's what I love. I love a pattern it looks amazing, but for minimum brain power. So this is how these are looking. It's a really nice texture. It reminds me of like basket, kind of woven basket. Looks really nice. And I think it suits the colour of the wool really well as well. So I'm about halfway, it's just plain on the back. So I'm about halfway down the sock. This is the first time I've ever knit a toe up sock, and I really enjoyed it. It's more fiddly at the start, but yeah, I really enjoyed doing it. I'm just going to follow the pattern and do whatever the pattern says. But yeah, so far this bit was I had to follow the pattern. Once it's a 2 pattern repeat, is very easy to follow. So yeah, once you get started, you can just kind of pick up where you are, and it's quite easy to see where you are in the pattern as well. So yeah, really enjoying that. I've got the West Yorkshire Spinners wool here actually. It just says 75% wool, but it is, oh no, 35% Blueface Leicester, and it's reared, sheared and spun in Britain. So if you buy this, you're supporting British, which is fantastic. We love to see that. Okay, I think I showed you this project bag last week as well. I've asked my mum to make me one, and I'm going to do 1,000 subscribers giveaway. So when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to buy maybe a nice ball of sock yarn, and I'm going to get her to make one of these bags. So yeah, tune in a few weeks. Hopefully if I can get up to that in a few weeks, if I can get up to 1,000 subscribers, that will be coming soon. Okay, final cast on that I've already done is number 10, and if you watched my video a few weeks ago, I had an idea for like a lilac preppy looking sock. I started knitting it, really was enjoying it, and then realised it was too small for me to wear, and I thought I didn't know anyone who would fit into it, so I thought, I'll just redo it. So I frogged it, and I've done it slightly bigger, and this is what it's looking like. So yeah, really enjoying that. It's going to be, because of colour work, I always need to go up stitches. but I quite like that it's going to be a bit more slouchy on me because I think that'll suit the colours. So that is knit using lilac, white and black, Cascade Heritage, which is extremely soft. It's really, really lovely to knit with, so I'm thoroughly enjoying that. So that is the 4th sock that I have on my needles at the moment. Can I count? 1, 2, 3rd sock, but I'm halfway through knitting another pair. So yeah, really enjoying these as well. This is the latest bag my mum's made. It might be my favourite, I don't know. I say that every time. How stunning is that? Isn't it gorgeous? Look at that cord. So yeah, really enjoying these project bags. It makes it so much easier as well when you've just got, before I'd just have piles of wool or they'd be in plastic bags. But yeah, these make it much more easier. Right, so that's all my current whips and my finished object. Today, my aim is to cast on my final 2 cast-ons. So I think the first is going to be my mum's boucle hat, which is in a lovely green colour. So I'm going to cast that on, and the final cast on I'm going to do, which I'm going to start in a minute when I finish this video, is using the Bird Street yarn in this gorgeous latte and bean. So I ordered another 2 balls of this because I thought this is not going to be enough to do a t-shirt. I'm hoping that I have enough to do quite a long sleeve on it, maybe not a full length sleeve, maybe a 3/4 length sleeve. But this is made from 70% baby alpaca, 20% silk and 10% cashmere, and it is beautiful, and it's got a lovely fuzz to it as well. I think they call that a halo. But yeah, so I'm really excited. The dye lots aren't the same, but I've looked at them and I think they're going to be okay. And because I'm striping, you won't have it next to each other, if that makes sense. So I've balled up one of the balls this morning. Got my 3mm needles ready. I'm going to knit a gauge swatch, and I'm going to hopefully come back later and record some footage to show you how I've got on casting those on. I'll definitely have casted this on today. I'll probably cast the hat on tomorrow. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a gauge swatch, and yeah, I'm about 90% sure that I'm going to do the Tombbo tee. But when I've done my gauge swatch, I'm going to have a look, see what other things, because I kind of like the idea of a colour work, kind of really thin top as well. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll have a think, but I'm going to do my gauge swatch first and just check what my gauge is going to be. So yeah, I will be back later on today. Going to go and chill on the sofa, do my gauge swatch, have a look at some patterns, and I'll be back to show you how I get on in the next part of the video. gauge swatch is done for the Tombbo tee. I managed to hit gauge 27 stitches per 4 inches, nice and easily. So I'm going to spend about an hour working on it. I've just purchased the pattern and I will show you when I have done about an hour's work. Good evening everyone, it's just coming up to 5 o'clock and I've been working on this Tombbo tee for quite a while. Gauge swatch was done, which I've shown you in the previous clip of video, and I have done the first few rows of the Tombbo tee. As you can see, there's really not much to show, but it's getting to the point now where I'm going to have to be working decreases in different places on different rows. And my brain stops working at about 4 p.m. So I'm going to put this to one side and do some more. So hopefully next video I'll have more on that to show you. Yeah, so I will see you again in either 1 week's time or 1 week time or see what I meant about my brain. This is what I'm saying about my brain. I will see you some point in the next 2 weeks and we'll hopefully have some further progress done on this Tombbo tee and some of my other cast-ons as well. I hope you have an amazing week and let me know what you're knitting in the comments below. I love to read your messages. Have a good one and I will see you again soon. Take care.